Hi guys, TinaGale here, and I thought I would do a wrap up to our 12 days of Christmas. I'm going to be drawing a winner. Actually, I've already drawn a winner, but I'm going to be announcing it here and giving you the details. I also thought it'd be fun to go back through the 12 projects that I did and just kind of recap. I had a lot of comments asking about product, which I tried to tell you in the video. I also had links down below each one of the videos. But I'm going to link to my scrapbook.com gallery down below, and you'll find all of the projects there, and then I also tag all of the product that I use so that you can see it. I think that's going to be the easiest way, and then if there's something that's not tagged, go ahead and give me another shout out and I'll try to find that for you. I did not have the time to comment back. There were so many comments, so many sweet thoughts that you shared with me, and I so appreciate it. I did read each and every one of them, and I counted each and every one of them for the drawing, but I just didn't have the time to reply back on all of them. Normally, I try to always reply to the comments on my videos, but there were just so many this time, but I want you to know how much I appreciate it and that I did read each and every one of them. And I may, as time permits, kind of go back and maybe comment back on a few. But I just wanted to try to give the ones that had asked about product and stuff a way to find that. But there were links under each one of them. I think I got it on every one of them for product that I use, because I know there's certain things that you want to know what you use. I also had some questions about how in the world do you even keep up with 12 videos a day, which was really hard, and especially my schedule and my life just being so different now than what it normally is by going back to work. So I thought I would kind of share a little bit of that too. First up, let me announce the winner to the drawing. And so Heather is going to announce on her channel the winner for the drawing from Scrappy Wonders. So check out her video for that drawing. I'm announcing the winner for the $20 gift certificate to the Scrap Room. So, without further ado, have my winner here, Miss Janet. Super sweet lady that I know, and she always leaves the nicest comments. And so this is her YouTube handle. So Janet, get a hold of me, or you can email Rochelle at admin@scraproom.com, and I'll be letting her know that you are the winner to the $20 gift certificate to the Scrap Room store, so you can pick up a kit of your own. I actually have January's kits behind me that I'm going to be filming the reveal videos right after I do this one. So if you want to see me when I'm not doing videos, hop over to the Scrap Room channel and you can see me there where I do all of the Scrap Room kits hauls. Okay, so to give you a peek into my planning, didn't have a lot, but I did have a couple of notebook papers, and I had each day listed out who our guest artist was going to be, as well as what our true love gave to us. And so I want to stop here and thank Heather for joining me on this 12 days of Christmas and the craziness of doing 12 videos, and then each one of our 12 guest artists. I hope and I know that you guys were probably as blown away as we were when the people that we contacted said yes to come back and create alongside of us. It was such an honor, and I'm going to be including a lot of this in my own scrapbook, just how awesome it was to create along such great talent. People that are my idols, that I sit in awe when I watch their videos or look at their projects, and just how much talent they have, and feel so inadequate next to them sometimes. But I am just beyond honored that they said yes and that they worked with us, and that I can say that I worked alongside with them. So, I started out with that, kind of the idea, and then after work I would go through kind of Pinterest, because I've saved a lot of projects that inspire me different things. So there were different layouts that featured watercoloring and stuff. So I just created a Pinterest board labeled the 12 Days of Christmas, and I just started saving ideas. Some of them were layouts and projects that I'd already saved. Some of them were other things, just home decor projects, paintings, you know, just photos that you would find on Pinterest. Just kind of saved them so that when I would go back for that day, I could look through that and get ideas. When I started narrowing it down, sometimes I'd write more specific notes. So like on this one, when the stamping, that was a stretch for me. I don't stamp on layouts very much. And so I wrote out different ideas of what I could do. And so you can see I pretty much followed this one. I had just put that I could stamp some kind of little background on a small strip to use on a layout. So that's what you'll see. Miss Laura created this wonderful sketch for us, so I'd kind of drawn that out and put that I wanted to do some string art, so I kept pretty close to that. Paige Evans, I had so many ideas written down because there's so much you could do sewing. Originally I'd thought about doing a little star stitched pattern in the shape of a tree, or doing a string art on a star. So those were just ideas that I had, so when I got ready to create, I had something to go by. Punches, which I was going to do a full tree. I guess this time I did a lot of trees because there were comments about trees and that I must be the tree queen. But even on punches, I had thought about doing punches of circles, different sizes of circles, and creating a large tree for a background, and I ended up not doing that. Went a whole other area when a whole other way when I saw the paper that I used, the Cartabella Very Merry Christmas. So that's just kind of what I did in the beginning. And then when I created, I had this here to refer back to some of the ideas that I had. And then I also tried to keep a list of the products that I used on that layout so that I'd be able to share that with you in the links. And when I put it on scrapbook.com, I would be able to tag the products that I had used so that you could see that. So that was kind of my planning, and that's really about as far as I got. But it was enough to keep me on target. So let's go through this, and this is good because now I can go back and refer back to the product that I used when I share this. So this was the first layout that I did. Our guest artist was Missy Whidden, the just mixed media queen of all scrapbookers, I believe. And so the pressure was on right off the start from day one. But I had this beautiful poinsettia cut file that I wanted to use and decided to just do some different watercoloring behind it in the pinks. So you saw all of that, and there wasn't a lot of product on this page because of the painting. It was white cardstock for the cut file. I did use watercolor paper and then a sheet of paper to border it. The rest were embellishments. So this was My Mind's Eye Sugar Plum. So this was in a scrap room kit from last year that I used. And then also just a few little odds and ends from other kits. The Pink Paisley Yuletide collection and one from Elle Studio. Just gorgeous. I love how it turned out. This is definitely not my normal style, but I love it. Love, love, love it. So day 2 was with Tiffany, and we stamped. And I used this collection here. This is My Mind's Eye, Comfort and Joy. So this was another older collection. I believe this was last year's kit from the scrap room. And used a little bit of washi from Paper House. But I just used a poinsettia stamp that I had, did silver embossing, and then used watercolors to color that in. Used a fun little photo that was kind of an outtake of our family photos. And so yeah, that was it. Another stretch by stamping. So that was the other comments that I got a lot of, was you guys were so enjoying seeing how 3 different people would take the same kind of product and how they would work with it. So I think that was a lot of fun too. So day 3 was with Lisa, and we did ribbon or washi. So I just decided, we have so much washi in our stash, I decided to use several of them and just create a border along the side, also tuck some in the layers behind here. So there really wasn't a lot of paper on this either, just the background, washi tape, and then I tore up some for the background. The embellishments are mostly from Simple Stories. The stars are from Studio Calico, so it was an old little embellishment kit I had. Simple Stories, Handmade Holidays, and Cozy Christmas, the sticker sheets I used. And what else? The Photo Play sticker sheet, got some few stickers off that. Gold Color Shine, and Another fun layout, another fun technique with washi that, you know, might not be something that I'd normally take the time to do. Day 4, we worked with Kelly Barron, and she is another one. She is the cluster queen. Her layouts are always seem simple and easy and not a lot of product, but just gorgeous because of the way that she clusters and layers up. So we worked with cut files, and so I had gotten a snowflake cut file of Paige Evans that had just been released, cut some little tiny and used those as filler on my embellishments. And this collection here is from Crepe Paper. It's the new Fa La La. So this was in this month's Scrap Room kit. Loved, instead of the traditional border over here, putting it a little bit at an angle, along with the candy cane stripes. And this was just documenting some of the fun that we have, my husband and I, with our little elves that we did just for the two of us, since our kids are grown. And when we started it is when both of our kids were living in Florida. So, you know, we came up with something new for Christmas for us to kind of keep us busy where we weren't missing the kids so much. But this is another one I love. I love pink, so to pull it in with pink and red and the turquoise for Christmas just makes me happy. So yeah, I think that's kind of all the product there. It's just Fa La La and Paige Evans silhouette cut file. So that same snowflake cut file, this was day 5 with Paige Evans, which I'm still trying to pick myself up off the floor that I got to work alongside Paige. So I took that same snowflake cut file and did a full size one and used it as a template to do stitching on this layout. I wanted to keep this really simple in colors and just really have the focus on the photos. There's not a lot of color in the photo. It's all gold and silver and a little bit of green. So I just wanted the snowflake to really be the highlight of this with some touches of gold. Yep, did the stitching, and then this collection is from Close to My Heart. It was last year's winter collection. Gorgeous. I love how this one turned out, and this photo is from this year's, my daughter and I, when we were in Branson just shopping. Day 6, we had Laura Whitaker, and she designed this sketch for us, and I wanted to try my hand at doing some string art, so I did the string art on the Christmas tree, a couple of photos, and then just embellishing. And so this is Cartabella Christmas Delivery. This is in this month's Scrap Room kit as well. And I used just a few little embellishments for my stash. So this is an October afternoon label. That was a little epoxy sticker that I had and some sequins for the tree just to kind of finish it off. Love that one. This one is a paper from this month's Scrap Room kit that I fell in love with. I wanted to frame this paper. It is so cute just by itself. I had no idea. It's like, just slap a photo on there, this page is done. But I decided to have a little bit of fun. So this was day 7. We partnered up with Tori and we worked with punches. So I did this little evergreen punch. This is a Martha Stewart punch. Punched a whole bunch in 3 different colors of green. Stacked them up starting from the bottom going up. So you can tell it is so dimensional and fun. I just adore this paper, and I love the photo. This was a photo of my son back in '94 when he did his preschool Christmas program. So I felt like the old feel of this paper was perfect for an old photo like that. It had these little candy enamel dots that I bought a ton of on a group buy and have never used. So it was the perfect time to pull those in there. And added a little red Brad over here to his nose, and it was done. Very quick, very easy, but you could make a tree out of stars, snowflakes, just about anything. Just pile them all up and it's going to look like a tree. It's going to be cute, cute, cute. Day 8, we had Christine Myers join us, and our true love gave to us words, and this is something I've wanted to do for quite a while and just hadn't done it. So this was the perfect time, and it was funny because Christine kind of did the same thing, a total different look, but she used words to create a tree as well. And so that was a lot of fun to see that we did this similar idea, but they both look really different. This was in my kit as well from the scrap room. So this is Simple Stories Very Merry. So this is a new collection for this year. Just did a border over here, and then I wanted just a little bit of pop of color. And that's where I kept all of the paper because I wanted the tree to really be the focus. So I started out with the chipboard letters and then just filled in and then added a little bit of embellishing around. So just a family photo in our Christmas jammies. So another layout done and just super cute. I'm so glad to finally get that idea out of my head and into my albums. Day 9, we were joined by Bari Clark, and she is another awesome artist. She does a little bit of everything, but we did die cuts this day, and be sure to check out her video. It's awesome. But I did another one from the scrap room. So this is Fancy Pants Holiday Hustle. This tree is printed onto the background, and so these are all die cuts, and I just wanted to play off and just carry that across the page. Did some gold stitching in a circle just to focus on the photos, and then did another little cluster up here, which I just realized I meant to go back and stitch some gold from those, and I haven't trimmed that off, so I need to finish that up. So yeah, another quick layout, but such a cute one. Really, this is another one of my favorites. Day 10, we played with multiple photos, and Lena joined Heather and I on this day. And I used the new Photo Play Mad for Plaid. Love this collection. Love the colors. Love all the plaid. This script is a plaid print, so it was just super cute. I just piled on the embellishments. I knew I wanted to use the Santa, and I knew I wanted to use the house, so just arranged it where I could get both of those on. Series of photos where my daughter's cutting out her Christmas cookies and then decorating them. Added a little doily in one of the little paper clips, and did some zigzag stitching and straight stitching. So another one that's got kind of thick, not too bad, but a lot of foam underneath the embellishments in the photos. So a lot of dimension and just really cute. Love how this turned out. Day 11 was all about tools, and we had Erin join us this day. So I just decided to do a little bit of everything. I pulled out my sewing machine, did some stitching around that, used my silhouette, cut some more of Paige Evans' little snowflake file here. And then I also pulled out my snowflake punch and punched some snowflakes so that I'd have all kinds of different snowflakes going around in a circle around this. This is from Paper House, and the gold is a clear printed transparency, which is sometimes really hard to use, but I fell in love with it and had this snowflake paper that's just a tone on tone, so I decided to pair them up together, and with the stitching it's going to hold it all together. And this is one of those layouts that's gorgeous but just doesn't show it well on camera or in photos, but used all of their embellishments, from sticker sheets to epoxy, puffy stickers, all of that. So super cute. Then to wrap it up for day 12, I'll put a photo in here because this was all about tags, and we were joined by Christina, and I decided to make this little banner, and it is now hanging in my office to make me smile. It was just part of my Christmas decorations, and did some chipboard, used some older product, and then this same Paper House collection, the Christmas Joy, to create that. So that is a wrap of the 12 days of Christmas. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's hard to keep up with 3 videos a day, 36. I know I still haven't finished them all, but I would encourage you to keep watching. If you weren't able to keep up, add it to your watch later playlist. Get all of those ideas. Keep them. I would just keep the playlist. It's so inspiring to see how many different ideas you can get from the same product and different artists and how they interpret it. So again, I want to put a big thank you out there for all 12 designers that came along and played with us, and to Heather for joining me in the 12 days of Christmas. It was a lot of work, but totally worth it. Thank you all so much for watching, commenting, subscribing, doing all that. I will have a video up next Friday for Paper House. It will be my last assignment for them. I'm going to be stepping down from all of my design teams and commitments except for the scrap room, and so be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channel and over at their blog and Facebook page so you can keep up with me this year, because that's what I'm pretty much going to focus on, is just them and just scrapbooking for myself for a while until get the whole work thing schedule and everything that I have to learn for the new job down pat. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you next Friday with another project. So thanks for watching, and again, Miss Janet, contact me or Rochelle at the scrap room to claim your $20 gift certificate. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you Friday. Bye-bye.